Yo, what up? Stream live tonight with some the Texas Tech Dynasty. Need to get some games in here before I can I need to play this game before I can advance it. So Pens can play this weekend. He already played his game this week, so yeah. And then we'll probably play next week's game as well in volleyball tonight. And we can play UAB tomorrow morning. So yeah. That game against TCU and then the game at Houston. Is there a bye next week? Or what? Oh no, he's not. Okay. I think we both have games shipped away. We got a rivalry game here against TCU. Disappointing game because they're 3-0 in conference. We're 2-0 in conference. And they're ranked number 18 at 5-1. We're number 17 at 3-2. We got the better record, but pretty much every game we've had so far has been against a ranked opponent here. So, yeah. We'll go ahead and, here's the top 25. And the conference standings. Go ahead and check out TCU real quick. Yeah, senior quarterback, 92 overall, pretty good. Look at this, 24 touchdowns with only one interception. Look at this, he has 99 accuracy on mediums and short. That's pretty crazy. Good running backs as well. Good wide receivers as well. That's pretty solid tight end. They got a pretty good team. And this is a rivalry game, so. See how it goes. We'll actually go ahead and look at their schedule. Here's ours. We dropped the first two. Close, but then we are able to win the last 3 games. Actually, I guess this Kansas game is the only game where we weren't playing the right game. Ranked opponent. But Kansas has a solid record so far. So. This is be ranked 25. Anyways, TCU, so they beat Iowa State. They beat Vanderbilt. They beat Cincinnati. Their one loss is a 2-point loss. Still Miss. Beating FCS, and they're coming off the win against Colorado. Hop into this one. We'll wear all backs for this game. Why not? Battle for the saddle. Let's do this.
The time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Texas Tech Red Raiders, Jones AT&T Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Balmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24. Let's talk for just a second about Texas Tech. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season. Makes a catch on the left. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. He'll try to do it himself. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their score. And the Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. Tight end finds a soft spot. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Now the offense trying to operate in the red zone. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. The Red Raiders headed quickly to the line. They'll try to bully their way for the first. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Has to get there to move the sticks. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line, and that's where they'll have it first and goal. And the Red Raiders, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Let's it fly. And the pass is incomplete here on third down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out.
Offside.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
Quick completion on the out route. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
Man, great first drive by this offense. Capped off, third and goal situation. A lot of times thinking run. They got a perfect play scripted. Take advantage of the defense, get the passing touchdown, and get this party started right.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They march 78 yards down the field. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Bringing it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So TCU's offense will take the field for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming to this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
They'll snap it from the 39, first and 10. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there, incomplete. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends...
There he goes. Oh, he got loose. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. And the Horned Frogs look to keep this drive humming. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Balls at the 25. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Clears the pressure. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Going to try to get it himself. He's stopped right at the 29-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. He got it. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Now the play fake. Here comes the heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. A solid pickup there, works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds. The offense lining up for a first down play. Looking downfield on first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Picked off! What a play by this defense! Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. The Horned Frogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. They're working that left side. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this third down. Oh, they're after him. He gets it up to the 37-yard line, and let's see if they're willing to gamble on fourth down. And the Horned Frogs will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Going right to work up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Goodman. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
The Red Raiders come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to get it through the air. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. And the Red Raiders will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Looking to throw on first down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
This defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
They make the stop just across the 30 at the 31. It's fourth down. The Horned Frogs will bring the punt team onto the field. That's the end of the quarter, and Texas Tech is on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. And the Horned Frogs send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Takes it on the return. Slips through the line. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. The quick out. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Grab near the marker. It's Wilkinson. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. To the air on 1st down. Under fire. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Absolute shank. Missed it. After the miss, the lead is still 4. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
They'll try to run for it. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The Horned Frogs decide to punt it away. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. Turning it on! And the big gain, they've got it on the 46.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force-feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Pressure coming. He's open on the right. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. The Red Raiders are moving quickly down the field. Finds a crease at the 20. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Leaves it with the running back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Snags it. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now, they missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here, so they need to pick up some yardage to at least get in range for their kicker. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. It is good. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Makes the grab. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Caught. Knocked down at the 31 after a gain of 5. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Quick strike complete. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. They'll go to the air on second and short. Heaves it on the run. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
This quarterback is getting frustrated, and you can see it now, right? They've had some possessions, but they only have a field goal to show for it, and he's now starting to take shots. That time, that was not the right look to throw it way down the field.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Hunt is on its way. Let's see what he can do with it. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
It's really hard when you get in those predictable situations. Defenses are sitting on the sticks. Receivers have to understand where that first down marker is. Heads up play, nose for the first down marker. Get in there and get it.
Fires to the big fella. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line gets set, first down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Moving out of the pocket. Now he's going to send this one deep to the right. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go?
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Got a man. It's Goodman. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. And the Red Raiders will line it up on 1st and 10. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. He splits the uprights, and they'll push that lead out a little further. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Just about set to get this second half underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football from right of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. They go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Oh, what a cut. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Slides away. And the Horned Frogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Pocket breaking down. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. This kicker brags that he can kick an 80-yard field goal. He'll settle for a 59-yarder here. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. This is now a 7-point game.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Finds his man. It's Goodman. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Running back searching for a hole. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The Red Raiders will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Sends it back in motion. They'll start this drive going to the air. The Horned Frogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. A little release to the back. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a fifth. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He's got it along the sideline. Just when you thought that ball was out of reach, nothing appeared to be out of his reach there.
Yeah, he says just throw it up, and I'll go get it. To track the ball all the way down the field and dive and lay out with that body control, that is a special catch.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run play action. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
Snagged out of the air. Breaks into the open. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. Caught behind the line. It's Yates. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Let's see what they've got on second down. Unloads quickly. There he goes. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. And the Horned Frogs, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Got his man on the right. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to pound it in. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. After getting nothing, would they try to throw it again on 3rd and 1? Quarterback on the keeper. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. And the Red Raiders come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. 3rd down play from the gun. Looking left. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. The Horned Frogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. looking to fire. Here's a heat. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
This poor quarterback has been running for his life. He has never been able to get his feet set, stare downfield, and try and pick this defense apart because he's constantly throwing the pressure in his face.
This defense makes a play, stopping him well short, and it'll be 4th down from the 24. Absolutely perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Leaves it with the back. Runs ahead and powers his way from 4 yards out to the 30.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Firing to the right, complete. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. That's the end of the period, and it's Texas Tech holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with a 1st down. On the ground, it's Goodman. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. It's caught. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a 1st down. The Red Raiders are on the move. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds his tight end.
I tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
That's caught. It's Wilkinson. There he goes. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the 2nd half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point 4th quarter lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. Oklahoma State is ahead early in Stillwater, but that's not exactly Barry Sanders or Thurman Thomas out there. This game is a long way from over. They're up by 7 over Utah. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 clash of the Titans, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Got the quick pass. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line. Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this 3rd down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Soft spot in the middle. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Trying play action. Using the quick game. And they'll get him down, but boy, did he put some dudes in the spin cycle. My goodness. And the Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught near the sticks. It's Yates. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Quickly out to the tight end.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Got a man in the middle. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. The Horned Frogs want to crank the tempo.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. This kicker's leg is getting a workout. He's already made 3 field goals, and here he comes again. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Splits the uprights. Good. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make...
And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
He makes the grab for the 2, and he ties the game here in the 4th. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Finding open areas. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
And the Red Raiders are facing 3rd and inches. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Turning it on. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. Might as well give it to him again. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The name of the game right now is getting yards and getting them in chunks. However you want to do that. I'm fine running the football, but you've got to be more productive than what we've seen on these last 2 plays.
And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game.
This game right now is hanging in the balance. It's tight. It's close, tied here in the 4th quarter. One play can change everything, and that was a throw that the quarterback wishes he could have back.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Quickly complete. He's into the open down the middle. Touchdown, TCU. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
and they're able to score on a drive where they had to have it this late in the game, and they look to their playmaker on the outside to win that one-on-one matchup.
Big-time moments. Who do you trust as a quarterback? You could tell this was a big moment. He threw it to his big play wide receiver. He knew he would come down to it, and now the big play in the fourth quarter for the touchdown.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Finds the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Second down, he'll throw it. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been happy.
Makes the grab past the marker. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Safe completion on the screen. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Hauls it in. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking downfield on first down. Unleashes one deep. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And he's got it at the 15-yard line. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Unleashes to the end zone. And he can't hang on. Oh, a golden opportunity. Goes by the boards, and he will not sleep well tonight. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
We're ranked still, dude. It's a fucking miracle. We straight up have to win out now. Have any chance. Chance is low though. Good news is Baylor lost the game. TCU and Kansas State are the only ones undefeated now. We don't have a game against Kansas State. I don't know if they play each other at all. Can't believe I choked that game. Dude, I don't even want to look at you. I just want to hop in here, man. I'm so afraid to look at recruiting. Yeah, like, see, not getting him. But Allen, not week 7, we're past week 7. Yep. We only got 5-star because I lost. This guy probably won't get. Might get him. Still leave him max. So maybe I would have gone him for sure if I would have won the bye week. Dude, we got a lot of battles going on. I'm straight up gonna lose some guys because of that. Oh man, fuck. Schedule visit. I can't believe I choked that game. If I don't make the playoffs, it's because I choked that game. Man, I struggle on this Dynasty so, man.
One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Texas Tech's offense will have the football first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. With the catch, it's Wilkinson. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. The Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back on the move. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Makes the grab. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. That's reeled in. It's Wilkinson. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. And a confident throw and catch, and they're in the red zone at the 13. And the Red Raiders have pushed it inside the 20. From the red zone, looking for a man. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll leave it with him. Headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
And here's the return. The Cougars offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Looking deep down the right side. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. The Cougars are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. And here comes the punt team. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. On a little time, lets it go. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. The throw to the outside is complete. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Making side adjustments here. To the air on first down. Under fire. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Red Raiders want to move quickly.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. And the Red Raiders can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. It's first down from the 11. Wants to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Now adjusting. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And that will extend their lead even further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
On the move from inside his 5. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. He's going to take off. Knocked off his feet. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Houston will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He gets it away from his own end zone. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Wilkinson. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. That's the end of the quarter, and Texas Tech is on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. So first down here as they go back to work. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown! are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
Here he comes with the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Off the RPO, complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Houston wants to play fast. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. Wants to return it. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Out of the gun to give to the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. The Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
You know, in the modern era of college football, with everybody throwing it, it becomes harder and harder for running backs to put up big-time numbers. With that last carry, though, this guy's got 1,000 yards rushing on the season.
Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
Reese, that's 3 for the young fella. I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets near it, you know he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever it takes to get in the end zone. The hat trick, the 3rd touchdown.
He'll return it. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 2-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Now on 1st down from the 28. They'll run the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Let's talk for a second about Houston. For a lot of schools facing the hill they climb, you have to work the portal. But don't sleep on the high school recruiting either, David. They got a good 3-star running back just this past week.
Yeah, and you create some excitement, you create some momentum. These are the kind of guys that, man, they come in right away. They got a chance to play. Like, you're telling them the future's going to be bright. We're trying to build something special. We just need you.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. And the Cougars have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Right on the money. Hard-hitting tackle.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Pass escapes him, still on his feet. They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a first down just outside the red zone. Wants to go up top on first down. Got a man. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. The Cougars come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Wants to throw on 3rd. He's got it. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. With the run on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now it's 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougar!
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
On the run from inside his own 5. Makes a move. He's got an alley. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And the Red Raiders will snap it on 1st and 10. Under fire. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Here on 3rd down. Off play action. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down. How many times do you think they're going to run that one back in film study? Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's a penalty. That's a penalty. That's a penalty. It'll be a long film study for him. He gets down to the 25 before going out of bounds. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Goodman. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Looking to throw on first down. And that one sails through the back of the end zone.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away. That's one he'd like to have back.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Zings it complete to the right. He steps out of bounds, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. And he'll try to knock through a short one, his second of the day, this one from 23. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And now the lead is extended a little further. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, thanks. Looks like we've had ourselves a very enjoyable first half so far. And the undisputed star of the half has been that lockdown corner. The coaches told us how good he was, but I almost think they undersold how impactful he would be. Ultra physical with zero hesitation. And with hands like that, I wonder if they don't think about using him in the passing game at some point. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the cage in Southeast Texas.
The Red Raiders will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Houston offense comes onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me, too.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. Houston going up tempo. The pull and throw off the RPO. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. Houston is moving it quickly down the field.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. DB's right up on the receivers. It's complete on the right side. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. The Cougars had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. From the gun, the give, looking for room. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. And the Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air on second down. They're setting up the screen. Can't get it to the ground. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down. And
makes the grab play for the first down. Touchdown, Cougar. Quick strike through the air for the score.
But one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And that ball's free behind the line. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. At the 35, he's loose. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. He now has 110 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Catch in the middle, it's Wilkinson. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And the Red Raiders are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Quick completion on the out. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Red Raiders! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
He's got the 2-point conversion, and they build on that lead. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Houston offense once again. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Finds his man in the middle. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. The Cougars come to the line in the hurry-up.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
It's complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The give out of the gun. Breaks into the open. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
He's got it on the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Finds a man in the middle. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Out of the backfield, he's open. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. That's the end of the period, and it's Texas Tech holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. And a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like, they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number one for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it.
Intercepted to stop the threat. At the 30. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. And the sudden change situation even more difficult for this defense facing a first and goal. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raider. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his fourth trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
The Houston offense ready to go back to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next one.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Wide open downfield. He's running free down the middle. The tag. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Houston. Hello.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
And he puts through the extra point. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Give to the running back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. He stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning it. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Smart move to keep it on the ground. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 3rd and long. The give to the tailback. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season. I think we can just about blow the candles out on this one. It's all over.
No doubt, it's over. But you know what, Reese? These stats aren't over. They count for postseason awards, so I'm all for piling on the stats, running up the score, offense, get the stats.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Floats it out in space. Man, those sweet feet could dance on a light bulb. He's out to the 23. Bunch formation for these receivers. They're going back to the ground. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. The Cougars lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Got his man on the right. Couldn't find any more room up the sideline, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 36. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The DBs will back off a bit. Got his man in the middle. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. Got his man quickly. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical, they were faster, and it showed today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Up and that's happened. Well, all we need is for Pens to play his game. He's playing 19 LSU, so that can help us. Good news, but that's gonna be all for tonight, guys. I'll catch you later. We'll play some more UAB tomorrow and probably this Dynasty here as well. Catch y'all later.